Recording is started, and we are broadcasting. Hello, everyone. Thank you so very much for jumping on the unfranchised business presentation for the Southeast tonight. If you guys would go ahead and put in the chat where you guys are joining us from, and we appreciate you guys starting out or ending your evening, I suppose we should say, with us tonight, and we'll be getting started here shortly. So thank you very much for joining us. Oh, don't be shy, guys. I know you guys are popping on. We got all kinds of people. There we go. We got Dunedin, Florida. We got New York. Wow, New York joining us. Awesome. We got North Carolina. We got another Florida. Got Wisconsin. Cheeseheads up there. Appreciate you guys jumping on. We got Vermont. Well done. Raleigh, North Carolina. Welcome, Bob. Thank you guys so very much for joining us tonight. We truly do appreciate your time. We'll be starting in probably about 2 minutes here. Just want to make sure we give everybody plenty of time to jump on here. My name is Eric Giroux, and I am the UBP coordinator, or the Unfranchised Business Coordinator for the Sarasota area down here in Florida. We got Winston-Salem, North Carolina. All these North Carolinians joining us. Love it. Coming out of the woodworks. We got Illinois joining us. Thank you so very much. We're going to be starting tonight in probably about 2 minutes. So thank you once again for your time. We want to make sure that we honor your time and start on time. So we truly do appreciate you. Where else we got out there? We got all kinds of people joining us. We got Palm Harbor. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you so very much for joining us on time. On time is awesome. We have another Sarasota, Florida. So we appreciate you guys for jumping on here. We got a hee from Paulie and Riley. So very glad to see you guys on here tonight. We'll be starting with about another minute to go. We got Orlando, Florida. We got another Sarasota, Florida. Florida showing up tonight. Love it. Must be all Steve's team. We got Michigan. Welcome, guys. So very honored that you guys would show up tonight. There's a lot of things you guys could be doing tonight, so we truly do appreciate it. Detroit in the house. Love it. We'll be starting in about 30 seconds here, so thank you so very much for joining us. Well, that is the alarm, guys. So like I said, my name is Eric Giroux. I'm the Unfranchised Business Presentation Coordinator for the Sarasota, Florida area. And I want to thank you guys for joining us for the Southeast Regional Business Presentation. I am honored and blessed to get to introduce to you guys tonight our speaker. He is not only a good friend of mine, he and his wife, but they became mentors of mine. They've become somebody that we can lock arms with in the area because he has an amazing team joining us and growing in this area like wildfire. So he's the type of guy that will give the shirt off of his back to help anybody out there. With that being said, I want to honor you guys in starting on time, but also honor him with the amazing Steve Rodriguez, who is a director with our company, which means he makes $18,000 within a 4-week pay period of our company. So strap in, grab a pen and paper, because he's going to give you some amazing information tonight. Steve Rodriguez, it's all yours, my friend.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you, Eric. Thank you so much for your leadership in this area. Hello, good evening, and welcome everyone, fellow franchise owners, including all of you guests that are here evaluating for the first time. It's truly my privilege and honor to be able to share this amazing platform that has impacted my life and my wife's life and the lives of so many others. But for me, it's over 17 years ago is when I was introduced to this incredible platform. So tonight, guys, is about information and education. And so you will have questions at the end of this overview. And so what I recommend is to make sure to get back with the person that invited you on here to make sure that they answer those questions that you have for you. As a matter of fact, they're actually going to reach out to you after we're done here to make sure that you guys at least can connect at a minimum, just to set up a follow-up appointment for you guys to chat about what we're going to discuss this evening. So, but like I said, I was introduced to this platform over 17 years ago. I was working in the corporate health insurance world. I'm from Los Angeles originally, but I'm broadcasting from Green Bay, Wisconsin here. Because actually I met my wife through this business, who this week, in a matter of a few days, on the 6th, will be celebrating her, she will be celebrating her 24th year in the business. And so her background was working in real estate and the salon part-time, and she was introduced to this platform through a mistaken phone call, which, within 7 months was able to walk away from both those careers. So we actually ended up meeting when I started my business as well. And literally what I was looking at doing is just wanting to match what I was making professionally in the corporate world. I was making really great money. The insurance was paying me, was getting paid for me. And like I said, I wanted just to match my income so I can get out of the traffic and get out of all the hours that I was having to work, so I can go to the beach whenever I wanted to too. So again, this business really, what I'm going to talk about to you guys this evening is about two important things. It's about creating a willable, transferable asset, this is what it has, but you're also looking about creating ongoing income, creating an asset as well, which is really, really powerful through this platform. So a little bit about our company. We've been around for over 28 years, but the whole premise of why our platform exists is really to provide a system for entrepreneurs to create ongoing income. And many of you guys may or may not be familiar with ongoing income, but it is available and accessible for everybody that wants to go after it as well. And so our platform, and this whole platform, is really designed for entrepreneurs to be able to do that, not just create a living, but actually have a lifestyle building an asset that is willable and transferable, while at the same time we're providing our consumers, our customers, the individuals that we are serving, the ability to have a better way to shop with our incredible technology, but our people power, combining it to really power this. So individuals just like you and me are the ones that power this, and it's really been an incredible platform that we've been able to leverage. As many of you guys know, we're in this, this series of the pandemic and everything happening, but even prior to that, we really have been positioned to change and follow, and been positioned in front of these 4 major trends to really lead the parade, and have been. And it's interesting because this is not the first economic downturn that we've had, with the most recent pandemic. We've had the 2008 economic crash, and in addition, even before that, we had the 2001 9/11 incidents that created an economic downturn. But our company has been able to grow year after year after year, despite what's happening, because of the way our business model is structured. But these are the 4 trends that people have, that we've been able to create incredible opportunities by being able to position ourselves. And many of you guys know that the retail store collapse was a big deal, as we were seeing it right in front of our eyes. So everything in online sales rising, you were talking about mass marketing being replaced by one-to-one. People like influencers and YouTubers and things like that were making all this kind of money. And then the rise in entrepreneurism, where people were really, in this gig economy. And we've been positioned in front of all of it. And despite, again, everything that's happened, we are still continuing to grow. And one of the reasons why is because we are what is called the unfranchised business, meaning that we have a proven system. We operate very much like a franchise, where we have systemization, standardization, uniformity, market-driven products and services. Really, really key, market-driven. Markets change and shift, and we're always at the forefront of what our customers want. But if any of you guys are familiar with the franchising business model, you guys know that they have a lot of pitfalls associated with them. So we are called the unfranchised for that reason, because we don't have franchise fees or royalties. Typically, that's 5 to 10% off the top that has to get paid to the franchisor, whether you have a good month or a bad month in a franchise model. But that's eliminated from our business model. Tax advantages. Most people don't realize that our biggest expense in life is actually taxes. And with being able to have an online platform and a business that you can leverage, there is an unbelievable, amazing tax advantages if you work with your accountants to be able to take advantage of those types of things too. The other thing too is we don't have territorial restrictions. We can ship products to over 190 countries around the world from what the technology that we have today, with the ability to be able to do that. And the important thing too is that you can start this business part-time with flexible hours and very little risk too, which I'm going to talk about more as we break it down. So again, our company's been around since 1992. Market America Worldwide, we're a global product brokerage and internet marketing company, and we specialize in one-to-one. We really are vested into our clients, our customers that we work with. Our headquarters is in Greensboro, North Carolina, and they employ over 850 people globally that actually work for us and for our customers as well. With operations in 8 different countries, as you can see there. So we have the ability to open on franchises in different parts of the world or launch with partners there. And we are also have an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau, which we're really proud of because, as you guys know, there's a lot of name hijackers and clickbaiters out there today, especially with the success that we've had as a company, that they've tried to do that so that they can sell their products and their books by trying to defame our successful company that we've had out there. So to find credible information about us, you have to go to the Better Business Bureau, because there you cannot earn your rating with them. You cannot, buy your way. You actually have to earn it. And we have an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau, have been a 2-time Torch Award winner, which means that it's the highest award that they give for trust, performance, and integrity to companies. So it's not just a matter of having great products and services to offer, but an incredible way of doing business is equally as important in our platform. Now, as far as sales, the company has had over $9.6 billion in sales, which in and of itself is really impressive. But the most important thing that really is applicable to the individuals that are evaluating this platform tonight is the one at the bottom. As you can see, the company's paid out over $5 billion. We have reached this milestone, or the company has, in the form of retail profits and commissions that they've paid off as of June 30th. Now, $5 billion is a lot of money, if you guys can think, and that is money that's gone into the pockets of franchise owners, business owners. So they have really paid out a lot of money over the years. And guess what? Because it's ongoing, they're going to continue to pay off. Eventually, the 5 billion will become 6 billion, 7 billion, 8 billion, 9 billion, and so forth, because of the fact that we're dealing with ongoing income. There's thousands of franchise owners that have earned between $300 to $3,600 per week. And we also have more than 500 individuals that have earned in excess of $1 million just in the commission side alone that have been paid to them too. And right now, the company's at a pace where we're adding a new $1 million earner every month, which again is not sales. This is money that they've earned just on the commission side, which is unbelievable. So we have an incredible proven system that has paid out a lot of money. And it's really a matter of whether this is a fit for the individual that's evaluating it. So most individuals are trying to work 45 years to go to school, get good grades, right? Retire off the pension. And as we all know that, as I mentioned in the trends earlier, that's the reason why things are shifting to entrepreneurism, is because of the fact that this plan no longer works. It is antiquated, because of the fact that 95% of people are spending 45 years of their lives making the other 5% successful, in which that 5%, those are individuals that actually own their own business. But unfortunately, people are still working dead or are struggling financially, and we have an incredible platform to be able to help individuals make that transition if they so choose to do that. But one of the things that also affects individuals in that 45-year plan is the fact that people are accumulating debt, and instead of saving and investing, a lot of the money is actually going to service interest as opposed to it going into savings and investment, because of the culture of what our nation really is kind of at. And individuals that are ending up at, by the time they reach Social Security age of 65, you're looking at 65% of individuals, based on what socialsecurity.gov is reporting, that is their primary source of income, $11.75 per month on average. And again, it's because they didn't have a plan. But the nice thing is, individuals at that age don't have to worry, because we have what is called a 2 to 3 year proven plan model. That is a plan for your success that really allows any one of these things that are applicable to you, which for me, when I was looking at this business over 17 years ago, it was all of them that applied to me. And but the most important thing is you're able to create a residual income that pays you ongoing. And that is super, super important. That's really why so many people are attracted to this model, not just because of the fact that we're proven, but because of the way we do business. And we're dealing with things that everybody buys on a regular basis. So we have a product brokerage element company to us, meaning that we don't manufacture any of the brands that we provide that are exclusive. All of those are sought out, and we create partnerships with the very best manufacturers out there. And this is really brilliant because we're not tied into one market. We're not one product or one service. We have diversification inside of our platform. And when you can partner with the best manufacturers, you actually truly can bring in the very best products and solutions for your clients, because you guys know that no one manufacturer can make the best of everything. And so this is the reason why our brokerage company is really important. But the other thing too is we have so much flexibility to move with the marketplace. Obviously, with the quarantine and the pandemic, the demand for products shifted. People were still shopping, but they actually were buying different things, and our company was able to adapt very, very quickly to that shift. And because we were able to adapt quickly, and because we were already positioned, we actually had, our CEO reported we had 20% growth over last year at this time. And you guys know last year we had an incredible economy, and yet we were still able to grow as a company by over 20% during the economic downturn. In addition to that, we also we're an internet marketing company where we have thousands of stores that we partner with. So the great thing about when we're servicing our customers, when they're shopping online with us, is that it doesn't cost them anything to register as a customer. They can shop online, and they actually can earn cash back from a lot of the stores that they're shopping from. So we have this amazing thing. The brilliance behind this platform is the fact that we have this thing called a shopping annuity, which is taking money that you're already spending on goods and services every single day, whether it's in your household, whether you're a traditional business owner and spending it on overhead dollars that has to go out to run your business, and have the ability through this platform to actually get paid for it. And that is really what makes this so powerful. So at the end of the day, guys, as you know, you guys that are here as guests evaluating, this is really the only decision that you have to make. The person that invited you on here tonight really just wants you to check this out and say, hey, which would you prefer, a 45-year plan with where you're at, and if you are good, that's great. Or would you like to actually learn how this 2 to 3 year plan works to integrate it right alongside, your traditional occupation and or business, investing 8 to 15 hours a week to actually bring in an extra $300 to $3,600 and create what is called an ongoing income. So that's what I'm going to do next, is I'm going to dive into this 2 to 3 year plan. So for those of you guys that are hanging on with me, we're going to go in, I'm going to break this down and explain to you exactly how this works. So before I do, I'm going to just go through this disclaimer. One of the things that we do want to be very clear on is the fact that this is a sowing and reaping business, which means that if you sow a hobby effort, you will get a hobby reward. But if you treat this like a professional, you actually can you can make professional income in this business on a part-time basis. It's really that powerful. And the success of any unfranchised owner really depends upon the amount of hard work, talent, and dedication which he or she devotes to building their business. So I do want to let you know that there is things that you have to do, but the great thing is you're building and creating an asset at the same time. So as we get into these 5 steps on how to build an unfranchised business, I'm going to go through each one step by step. The first step is when you apply to become part of this incredible platform, is you have 2 options. You can become a sales rep or an unfranchised owner. A sales rep is basically a wholesale retail option that doesn't actually give you a shop site. It doesn't really give you access to the full platform. There's no cost to it, but again, you can only do wholesale to retail, and there is no ongoing income effect that you can earn because you cannot participate in our commission plan. So the individual that invited you here this evening really wants you to look at the unfranchised owner option, which has a subscription fee of $129.95, but it gives you the entire platform. So when I launched my business, that's what I launched as I launched as an unfranchised owner, because it gives you access to participate in the compensation plan in addition to, earning retail profit from sales of products to be able to earn that ongoing income. And the nice thing about it is, again, because you're actually having a proven platform system that you already are launching, your subscription has everything that you need to get started. You get your shop site, and you actually get like 8, 9 websites in addition to that you may or may not even use, but you have access to them to be able to leverage, that are built by our incredible award-winning IT folks and digital graphics guys. And again, we're not the ones having to pay hosting fees for these sites either, because it's all part of the subscription there as well. So, but the most important thing here, in my opinion, is this one at the bottom, where you actually get coaching and mentoring by experienced and franchise owners, which means that you're in business for yourself, but you're not in business by yourself. And that is a really important thing, because especially those of you that are traditional business owners, if you have ever started your own business, you won't get the person in that industry that's going to come knock on your door and say, hey, what can I do to help you out, right? If you have a dog training business, you're not going to get Cesar Millan, the dog whisperer, coming and knocking and say, hey, what can I do to help you, right? It just doesn't happen in that world. But here, you actually get people that have come before you, that have built this business, that are ready to pour into you, and you can take advantage of all that experience to help you grow your own business. So that's really what I love about this, is that when I got started, I didn't know a whole lot, but I had people that came before me that were willing to train and teach me, show me what I had to do and avoid the potholes along the way that maybe they had, to be able to grow. And that is a really important factor in this business. One of the most important things is the amount of support that you can get with this business. With step two, what we're looking at doing is creating business volume. So we have all of our exclusive brands. We have a wholesale to retail cost that creates cash flow right away in your pocket when an exclusive product is sold. Typically, it's 30 to 50% gross retail profit margin inside of that allows you to have that cash flow right away as you're getting started. But the other thing that's important is what drives the commissions is the business volume. It's these points. In the business volume, we call it BV for short, is a unit point value attached to every product that's exclusive to calculate commissions, but we also have it for the partner stores too. The points work like frequent flyer miles in that, when you participate in the frequent flyer mile program, you earn so many miles and you get a free flight. Well, it's almost the same thing here, where you actually, when you hit a threshold in generating so much business volume, and it's not just yourself, which I'm going to show you how to do that, you actually earn a commission. And the smallest commission that the company pays is $300, which is very, very significant, because you can really do something with $300. As a matter of fact, an extra $300 a month for most households in America would save a lot of bankruptcies. Just an extra $300. So it's very, very significant. That's the smallest check that they pay. But we have solutions in lots of different multi-billion-dollar industries. And the nice thing is that you have access to everything, but you're probably going to want to focus on maybe one or two and get good at that, because inside of our platform, we have businesses within our business. We can do business to consumer, and we can also do business to business. So depending on what you have an interest in, there's something for everybody, which is one of the things that I love. If we were just talking about makeup tonight, guys, we probably wouldn't be here, right? And vice versa with the women. If this was all just kind of, auto works kind of thing, maybe the women would be, so there's something for everybody, which is really fantastic. But I appreciate the fact that we have a cosmetics division, because of the fact that even though I'm physically not applying makeup on somebody, I can partner with somebody that has a passion for it and actually profit from it too. So hold on to that thought as I'm going to break it down. So like I said, we have age management, health and nutrition, weight management, baby and children's care. We have a new jewelry line that launched recently, personal care, as I mentioned, cosmetics, but we also can do skincare, financial services, home and garden, internet services. Like I said, there's something for everybody. So if you have not had the opportunity to investigate further all of the divisions, find an area that you have an interest in and get more specialized information in that area, because all of these divisions within our company have specialized training attached to them, so that you can actually become more well-versed in that particular area, which is really fantastic. But the most exciting thing is we always have a coming soon, because of the fact that we're a product brokerage company. Every 6 months, the company is always releasing something new. And as you guys know, technology, science, all of that stuff moves very, very rapidly. And because we're brokerage, we can adapt with what the market is doing, and we're always able to introduce new products and solutions, which is really fantastic. During the pandemic, our company was able to shift, and we were now able to offer, the PPE that people were looking for, because that was in high demand also. And so whatever it is that people want, we're always there, and we're always bringing the very, very best products to the market. Many of our solutions have patented ingredients attached to them or patents to them that make them unique, and they're exclusive to us. So anybody that wants to purchase them, they have to get it from an unfranchised owner too. So the second element here in step 2 is the internet business volume, which are points attached to our partner stores. And these are some of the examples of the thousands of stores that we work with. And these are all major brands that you guys know. Maybe you guys probably shopped at Staples for back to school stuff, or some of the other stores. But did you get paid for it is the question. And in this platform, you can, which is really fantastic. So these are all stores that we're working with. These also generate points that calculate towards commissions. And the way that we create these points is simply through these 3 methods. Personal use and shopping, because we all need stuff in our household, right? We're all going to buy deodorant, toilet paper, tissue, razors, coffee, tires for all that stuff, and cosmetics and all those things. Customer sales as well. And so the nice thing, because this is a part-time venture, you're looking to develop at least about 10 to 15 good customers to create a good foundation. And then one-to-one, we do a lot of one-to-one. We build relationships with our customers over that time. So now we get to step 3 is to qualify. We have a few qualifying requirements that are attached to our business, but the nice thing about it is that it's very, it's all based on what the average person has been proven to do. And so what happens is when you launch your business platform is you get this business entity called an Unfranchised Business Development Center. And on the left and on the right, you see that's where the points will add up. But in order for the points to, the banks to open and the points to start to add up, you need to qualify your business development center, or we call it a BDC, with 200 BD worth of product. So that would be like many of you guys may or may not be familiar with our number one selling product, Isotonics OPC3, or maybe you've tried some of those daily essentials packets, hopefully by now. That would be the equivalent of like having 5 boxes of the daily essentials that, either come to you with it, and you can do one of 3 things with them. You can either use them for yourself, you can sell them for a customer for a retail profit, or you can, sample them out to others as well. But like I said, 5 boxes of that is enough to qualify your unfranchised center. It opens the banks, and then the points are now going to accumulate both on the left and on the right side of that, which means that you're not going to get UPS coming to the door saying, get the car out of the garage because I need to stack boxes from floor to ceiling or fill up a basement. None of that craziness here. The nice thing about it is that most of the product that comes in actually goes out, and a lot of it we can drop ship directly to our customers. The company can do it and drop the retail profit into your account, and also you can pre-assign the volume where you want it to go. But we have this incredible thing called the Fast Start program. As I mentioned, very little risk in this business where you can launch this entire platform. It's a multi-million-dollar platform. So think about creating all of these relationships with the partner stores, the manufacturers, and having an online presence on a global scale like this would literally be millions and millions of dollars to be able to create. But they're giving it to us for $430 plus whatever taxes in your state, and they ship everything for free. And that also includes the $129.95 subscription. The 200 BB, actually, they give you an additional 100 more, 300, and you have one of 4 choices. You can choose the most popular one, which is the shop.com option with a lot of trial packets and things to try. But if you're in that makeup space, if you're a makeup enthusiast, a makeup artist, a salon owner potentially, you may want to launch with the Modus Fast Start. Or maybe you're in the fitness industry, you may want to start with our TLS weight loss solution. Or you're going to do B2B websites for small to medium business size owners. And that's where you can launch with that platform. So you have a choice of one of the 4. We make it really, really simple. And like I said, $430, I mean, if you were to come to Lambeau Field for a Packer game, you would definitely spend more than $430 on a game when it comes with tickets, with travel, with tailgating, and even concessions. So that's what I love about this business, is that the vision of our CEO was to make this for the statistically average person to have a global presence without having to, what we say in Wisconsin here, because we are the dairy state, bet the farm. So that's where the risk is minimized. And a lot of it, you're already getting product that you can sell, and you can recoup your registration or your launch. It's really unbelievable what they're able to do for what we actually get. So day 1, you're going to generate business volume. Anytime a product is sold, it's exclusive. You're going to generate retail profit from it. But then the other thing too is that those points are going to continue to add, but to get paid on the points, which we're now just going to talk mostly about the commission side now, is you need to complete step number 4. Step number 4 is the activation phase. This is where you are going to build and create leverage. And if you're a traditional business owner or like a real estate broker, you understand the power of leverage. And so what you're going to do is you're going to expand distribution through strategic partnerships. And what you'll do is you identify 2 partners to turn on the check writing machine for your business. So you'll partner with Mark and with Kate. Mark and Kate are not your employees, but you actually go to work for them. And so what you're looking at doing in this platform is you're building leverage, because let's say you're only able to allocate 10 hours a week into this business. Well, because you have Mark and Kate that also join you in business, not as your employees, but for them to build their ongoing asset, because they're putting in 10 hours a week, you actually have Mark and Kate's leverage, which means that plus your 10 makes 30 hours of production that goes in your business, even though you've only put in 10 that week. But the goal here is really for you to identify and have a base of 10 to 15 customers, 2 partners, and you're going to help them identify 10 to 15 customers and help them also activate with 2 business partners. Now, the one thing too is I studied human resources in college. And so sometimes a lot of the times when people see a structure like they think, well, only the person at the top is going to make most of the money. It is true for, org charts and things that I saw of who reported to who. Typically the owner or the CEO at the top is the one that makes most of the money in traditional areas. Or if you go to your HR department and find out who you report to, anybody that's positioned above you in the organization probably is going to be making more than you. The difference between your HR department org chart in terms of what they're showing versus here is the fact that Mark, even though Mark's positioned here below you, Mark can work harder than you, and actually Mark can remain in the position that he's in and actually make more money than you. And that is actually a good thing. You actually are going to want Mark to out earn you as well. We're going to champion him to want to do that. And you're going to see that. Same thing with Kate. Kate can out earn everyone. So it doesn't matter. Like, you can out earn the person that invited you on here, and they're going to be totally fine with it. So hold that thought in the back of your brain, because I'm going to break it down as to why that is so. So when we get to step 5, we're going to teach, manage, and support other individuals. So what you're doing is you're continuing to build leverage. You plus 10 to 15 customers and 2 partners, and duplicating this process on a part-time basis, working and supporting others. Now look at this. You have 10 hours of production, that you're doing yourself for the week, but because you have 3 partners here, each doing 10, with another 3 on this side doing 10, that's 30, 60, plus your 10 makes 70 hours of production that goes in your business. But how many hours did you put in that week? 10. This is the power of leverage. And many of you guys that are traditional business owners understand the power of this. But again, not at the detriment of them, because Sarah and Rick and Kevin could even out earn you or everybody else in between as well, which is really an important facet. So it's about a matter of what you do and how you support. But all we're looking at doing is creating 10 to 15 customers, 2 partners, apply, create, qualify, and activate. And if you can focus on that foundation, you really can build a very, very solid business with this and have a lot of fun doing it too at the same time. So the thing is that people will lead to people, and that's how you can build more leverage. But the important thing I want you to understand is that we do not get paid on people. We only get paid when product moves. So the reason why somebody takes a position in the organization is because everything is tracked. We have an incredible tracking system that tracks the order of whose shop.com site it came through, and everyone that's connected to it is going to get equal 100% credit for it. So let's say you identified Mark and Kate as 2 partners that decide, hey, I love this platform, I want to make some extra money on the side, that kind of thing, and they decide to join you in business. Well, the nice thing about your business is that you're only going to have a left side and a right side to build. So if you have a third partner like Matt that decides to join you in business, you would position him in an open position at the bottom. But the nice thing about what Matt does is that anything he does or anything that happens below your business, volume-wise that's generated, let's say he generates 300 BV, comes on board with the Fast Start, that 300 BV is not only going to get credited to him, it's going to go to Chris, to Megan, to Mark, to you, and to the person that invited you on here this evening. So do you guys think if you're earning 100% of what Matt does, that everybody here is going to have a vested interest in Matt's profitability? Absolutely, right? Because anything that he does, any orders that come through, whether they're personal, whether they're customer orders, all of that volume is going to go credited without dilution to that individual. So let's say you have a 4th person that decides to want to register with you. Erica, your makeup artist, generates 300 BV worth of product, and she's going to earn the retail profit on that. But that 300 BV is not only going to get credited to her, it's going to go to Ryan, to Ann and Ben, to Kate, and to you. So do we want Erica to become profitable? Absolutely. And this is the reason why in this business, the important thing for you to grow is to take the focus off of yourself and pour it into your partners to help them develop their 10 to 15 customers, 2 partners, and so forth, that foundation. Because everything that happens in your business volume-wise is going to get credited to you and everyone else in between. This is why we really are individuals that link arms, run together. We're pooling our shopping and our buying power and shifting it to this platform so everybody can make money, as opposed to everybody going and giving it all to Amazon and not getting anything for it. And that, I think, is the brilliance and the genius of this business model. So here's the other thing, is you can have more leverage come into your business via the person that invited you on here this evening. They are also qualifying other candidates for their business in one of the divisions. And if they, let's say, bring Dave on board, you or anybody of you guys didn't know Dave, but guess what? Dave now puts his 10 hours in a week. Now you have an additional 10 hours of leverage that all of you guys do because of Dave, but everything Dave does, 100%. So the cool thing is the volume searches to infinity. So it doesn't matter if Dave is 5 positions down or 1,000 positions down. You will get credit from anything that happens below your business and everyone else in between as well, as long as they're meeting all the requirements too. So whether it's a customer order from Drew, where he's getting retail profit, that BV is going to flow here from Drew to Cheryl to Sarah, Rick to Mark to you and so forth. Or if Mike's ordering a personal order for the house, he's running out of, deodorant and stuff like that, right? Good thing, right? He's reordering deodorant. So he needs something for the house, but guess what? That BV and the IBV gets credited in his banks to Jake, to Ann and Ben, to Kate, to you. So you see, it just flows up like helium, which is really fantastic. So the way the commissions are earned are when you hit certain thresholds in your business in volume. Now remember, the volume is created by you, your customers, your partners, and their customers. So it's not 100% of what you're doing because of the fact that you're working in synergy with everyone. So every Friday, like this Friday and every Friday, the system searches infinitely on the left and on the right, not for people, but how much volume was ordered. How many products were ordered through shop.com or through your unfranchised back office too. And all it does is it adds it up, and everyone that's connected to the volume gets credit for it there too. So when the system sees a total of 1,200 group business volume on the left and on the right, you earn a $300 commission check. That is that smallest check that I mentioned that the company pays. It's direct deposited. So the nice thing about that is with, electronic banking and everything being digital, I mean, you literally can live anywhere. And that volume, as long as you're meeting the minimum activity requirements, will accrue for an entire year. I mean, you have 365 days to get paid on that volume, as long as you're meeting our volume accrual option. Now, so the nice thing is that if you hit 1,200 this week and only 1,100 this week, guess what? You don't qualify for the check, but guess what? The very next week, it's going to search and it's going to search and it's going to search until it reaches. So when it sees an additional 1,200 on the left and right, and again, what are we dealing with? We're dealing with consumable products that people are running out of and reordering. And when it sees another 1,200 there, you earn another $300 commission check. When it sees an additional 1,200 on the left and right, when you reach that 3,600 mark, you earn another $300 commission check. And then the last increment is just 1,400 more group business volume on the left and right, which means you've hit 5,000, 5,000. So it's a little bit more volume, but look at the commission check. It's actually $600 when you reach that threshold. So when you clear through what we call this a pay cycle, you have earned $1,500 in commission on the BV. And guess what? The internet business volume works the same way. So it searches also every single Friday. And when people are ordering from Walmart, which I ordered from Walmart today before we got on here, Staples, Home Depot, Bed Bath & Beyond, all these partner stores, you also can earn commissions when it hits the thresholds up to $1,500. Now think about it right now. We're in September. What are we going to be coming in for in just a few months? The holiday shopping season. And this is where you can position yourself now. So when we get into the holiday shopping season, we usually normally see a spike in the IBV simply because people are buying gifts for Christmas and that kind of thing. And so this is really what makes this platform so powerful. And again, it's people's Walmart's orders, Home Depot orders, Staples orders, in addition to yours. We're all collaborating together and working together to be able to do that. So what happens is that the commissions are going to be increasing more frequently as your business continues to grow and expand, as more volume gets produced to the point where this can occur on a weekly basis. So the goal in your business is to get your business center from 0 to 5,000 on the left and on the right. And again, remember, you're not doing this yourself. You, your customers, your partners, and their customers are going to help to produce that. So you see why it's important to focus on these guys becoming profitable, because it's all going to come back to you anyways. There's a give and it'll be given to you element in this business compensation plan that I think is fantastic. So the other thing too is you also are incentivized to earn more, because the most you can earn on the volume is $3,000 up until now that I've shown you, but you actually can make an extra 30 grand a year in bonuses simply for helping other people make money. Now think about that concept, right? Not a stab them in the back, pull the rug out from under them, right? Helping other people make money, become profitable. That is the only way people grow. And so the person that has invited you on here, if you decide to partner with them, the only way they can make more money is by helping you to become profitable. When you become profitable, so do they. If you don't become profitable, they don't. But look at the bonuses too. If you want to make an extra 30 grand a year in bonuses simply for helping other people make money, this is the way it works. You reach that last threshold of 5,000 on the left and on the right, and you're on that last $600 commission check. Now the system will automatically search, because everything's tracked. We'll look for one business on your left and one on your right that also completed our pay cycle that same week that you did. Now, Mark's going to earn his $600 commission check because he reached that threshold, and so is Ann and Ben, who you may not even know. You know, you met them through Kate. The same week that you did, so Ann and Ben are also earning their $600 check the same week you are. But guess what? You earned that last $600 check, and the company will bonus you an additional $600 bonus when you allow this to happen, when you really create this, which is called a triple flush, we call it. So basically, the more you help others clear through, the more bonuses you're going to be earning, up to 30 grand a year, which is really fantastic. So that's why I mentioned, take the focus off yourself. If there's one tip I can give you, and focus it on these folks, and you're going to be okay. So as we wrap up, guys, I'm going to have a few folks, other franchise owners in the area, also kind of share their story. The first person, because I tell you, it doesn't matter what your background is. You know, everybody has something that they bring to the table, but there's a lot of people having success. So tonight I want to introduce our first independent franchise owner that wants to share her story. This is T. Rose Malone from Sarasota. Beautiful Sarasota, #1 beach in the USA, right? Former HR director and college professor. Somebody also knows about org charts too. Her on franchise owner level is an executive coordinator, which means she's earned that final $600 commission. She's at least cleared the pay cycle once for accruing that 5,000. So congratulations to you, T. Rose. Why don't you share everybody, you know, what you love best about the Unfranchise and what it's done for you?
Hi, thank you so much, Steve. I'm excited to be here. So yes, I do have that background in HR, so I know a lot about that org chart, and this business is absolutely different from that. One of the other things that I have in my background is that I'm a former gym owner with my family. And so it was a natural progression for me to choose to specialize in TLS and Nutrimetrics. And I love that about my Market America business. I absolutely love that Market America has provided me with an opportunity to work in a professional capacity. I can work with health professionals. I can help individuals to have optimal health, to lose weight, to get into shape. And we're able to do that with a group of people that are motivated. And that's so exciting. We get to do that from the comfort of our own home. We set our own hours, and the income potential is absolutely unlimited, which is key. So I'm really excited about my business because I know that I am in control, and I know that I'll be able to reach the level of success that I desire. And I will be able to take a bunch of people along with me in that journey. And that is so rewarding. So I just want to thank you so much for inviting me here today.
Awesome. Thank you so much, T. Rose. Appreciate it. Wow. And a gym owner on top of that too. That's really fantastic. So really, you have a great context for the power of this plan. That's really great. Thank you so much for being on with us here this evening. Our next individual that I want to introduce you to, our next franchise owner, is Jeff Smith from Palm Harbor, Florida. You know, background was also, he was in sales for many, many years with Kraft Foods and ended up retiring for them there too. But look, grandfather, husband to his beautiful wife there, a multiple challenge winner. He's just somebody that's really made things happen. An avid fisherman, which I love about this business. You get time freedom and you go fishing with people that you love to hang out with too. His business on franchise owner level is currently a master coordinator, which means he is at a minimum one time has earned that $600 management bonus. So he's actually helped other individuals in his business also clear through the pay cycle in that week. So Jeff, why don't you share with everyone here this evening what you love best about the unfranchised business?
Alrighty, Steve. This is Jeff Smith. I worked for Kraft Foods basically as a salesman for 38 years. I retired at 54. And before I retired, I knew I wanted to start something. So we started our business up in Wisconsin. We've owned it for 7 years. But 5 months into the business, we decided to move to Tampa, Florida. We started our business basically to make an extra $400 or $500 a month, just to kind of supplement our vacations. It's hard to explain how important this business really became and powerful it is. We were just notified that Sharon is now eligible for Social Security. After 38 years of paying in to Social Security, she can now collect And in 7 years of Market America business, she earns 3 times the amount of her Social Security. Yeah. So wrap your head around that. That's what I'm talking about. Also, Social Security is not a willable, and neither is my retirement to the next generation. This business is. That's what's important to me. That's it.
Wow. Wow, that's so powerful. Wow, that really brings things into context, Jeff. And so I thank you so much for being on here and sharing that with individuals. And like I said, guys, it's a 2 to 3 year plan. So in 24 to 36 months, you can make a dramatic shift in your outlook economically, especially through this platform. And Jeff is one great testament for him and his wife to be able to share that with you. So thank you so much, Jeff, for being on here with us this evening. All right, let's move on to our last unfranchised owner here. That's a leader, well-respected leader, has been around for many years, and many of us have learned from her. Bonnie Hunter from Rock Hill, South Carolina. She's a former engineer and understands really the mechanics of this business model from her background. And married for 32 years, 2 children, 1 grandchild. Congratulations. Her current unfranchised owner level is a supervising coordinator, and individuals earn between $7,500 to almost $10,000 in a 4-week pay cycle. 12-time President's Challenge winner, certified trainer. I mean, like I said, she's really a true pro. We're super, super grateful and thankful to have you on, Bonnie. So why don't you share with everyone what this business has done for you and your family for the length of time that you've been a part of it.
Thank you, Steve. It has been such a blessing to be with Market America. I think you summed it up best tonight when you were talking about how we help each other out, how we have a system. Because as a former engineer, I have great understanding of math and sciences, but I had no business in business. And this simple, duplicatable steps and being mentored by people that are already successful is what assured me success. And, you know, I list my family achievements there because, you know, once you get back time freedom and financial freedom, you really have the ability to put your family first. And I thank God every day for the fact that I have that kind of freedom. And I'm so thankful that I can reach out and help others do the same thing. I loved engineering, but I couldn't have made either one of my children a successful engineer. However, with our business, both of them are successful. Both of them control their time and their freedom. And I look forward to reaching out and continuing to help people do exactly what I've done because it's such a simple, duplicatable system.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Bonnie. That's really fantastic. Thank you so much for everything you've done for us. I mean, I tell you, she's helped so many individuals over the years, and just really grateful for everything that you've always just given and poured in. And so, like I said, she's mentored so many people, those that come before you that can pour into you and go forward. You will find that in this company. And Bonnie is one of many, many unfranchised owners, in addition to Jeff, T. Rose, all these folks that are, you know, bringing something, a gifting, a talent, a skill set from their experience and applying it. And you can tap into all of that, which is one of the things I love about this business. We have an incredible community of entrepreneurs. You know, some of our best friends are in this business for that reason too, because we have a lot of forward-thinking, like-minded individuals that we collaborated with for many years too. So guys, as I wrap up, you're probably thinking, hey, can this work for me? But here's the thing: is it's not an automatic to become an unfranchised owner. The person that invited you on here is thinking, hey, are you right for the business? Are you coachable and teachable? You know, are you willing to follow this proven system? Because if you're not, then, you know, the problem is the time gets wasted, you know, because nothing happens. They can't help you become profitable, and because they're not profitable, you're not profitable, they can't become profitable. And so it becomes wasted time, and they'd have to replace you. And so this is why we encourage you that if this is your first time seeing this, you need to watch this 3 times, 2 more times. If this is your second time, definitely get back and watch it a 3rd time. We have a lot of incredible live overviews or recorded ones if you want to even look at that. But here's one guarantee: if you don't try anything, everything will stay the same. And so the thing with that is that, you know, if they're thinking, are you right for the business? Well, the best way to know that for yourself and for the person that invited you on here this evening is to give this business a trial run. You know, this ain't a $20,000 decision. It's not even a $10,000 decision. As you guys said, not even a $1,000 decision. It's a matter of, hey, am I good with where I'm at the 45-year plan, or do I want to move forward and actually give this 2 to 3 year plan a shot? And the nice thing about it is you don't have to worry about the 430 to invest it. You can actually put this business in motion through the trial run by having the person that invited you on here, in addition to their partners, help you to help identify those 2 customers and those 2 partners. And as you go through that process, without having to invest anything, if you can already see by following the plan and you putting in, you're just a little bit of time, you can prove to yourself and you can prove it to them. And then once they see it's already working, well, then there's really no decision to make, right? Then And then at that point, you can decide to want to register your business and launch and get going. But that's the way we love to do it, because of the fact that we have this proven plan. Now it's just a matter of finding the right candidates that are willing to link arms and run with us to make sure that it's going to be a win-win situation for everybody. So other things I want to recommend: schedule a follow-up appointment. You probably have a lot of questions. I know I've given you guys a lot of information in a short amount of time. So the person that invited you on here tonight is going to connect with you, if they haven't already, to set up that follow-up time, or maybe you guys can talk and have while those questions are fresh in your mind. The other thing too is you haven't tried any product. That's really important. Once you have an experience with our exclusive brands, that will also give you a better context for the power behind our solutions that we have, especially our exclusive ones too. And as we wrap up, guys, one of the most important things that you can do is we are huge on education. And so if you want to come back a third time next week, you can come back and see Carl Eklund, who is also a director, someone who's earned in excess of 18,000 in 4 weeks. He recently just hit $1 Million Club as well. So one of our newer $1 Million Club members is going to be going through this model. Like I said, it's good to hear it from different people, but he was in the construction business, very, very successful construction business, and has a really, really powerful story to share with you, but will also give you another context kind of from that side of things there too. The other thing too is one of the things that I recommend, that if you really want to make professional income in this business, this is an absolute must. In just about a little over a week, we're going to be having our international convention. Normally we have 20,000 of us gather in Greensboro, North Carolina for this, but obviously with everything going on, they're doing this online for the very first time. They're doing some real special things for us. And this is the best way to get 6 months worth of training in a matter of just a few days, so that you can cut the learning curve. Because the biggest problem, the challenge that people have, is that learning curve in the first 12 months of business. But the International Convention will train you, teach you, and equip you to understand, see the vision, see the power behind it, and see the success that other individuals are having. And you're going to get what I call in the Midwest here, like meat and potatoes training. That's what we say here. It's not a you rah rah get you pumped up like Hans and Franz kind of deal, right? This is a true, you're going to get a real training and equipping on what to do for your business, and that's an important thing. So talk to the person that invited you and getting locked in. I know some folks are doing watch parties and doing some real cool creative things. We like to have fun, and that's what we're going to do. Is we're going to definitely do it. So if you want to watch in the comfort of your home, or get together for a watch party, as long as it's safe to do so, by all means do that. The other thing too is we also support local trainers too. And in our system locally, we have Rebecca Carfey as the next speaker for the Southeast region area there. She's going to be on October 17th doing what's called a local seminar. It's a business 101 fundamentals training is what I like to call. She's also supervising coordinator, earned in excess of 7,500 in 4 weeks in commissions. Nutrimetrics professional, which means she works with the business-to-business health professional platform, has over a decade of experience, and for $15, you can learn from somebody that is a six-figure earner in this business. And I tell you, you can do it online too, which is really incredible. We're still doing things online. So like I said, lots of opportunities to learn from real professionals, people that have done it and are doing it. And you get to reap the rewards of their experience to be able to grow your own business too. So I want to thank you guys for being on here this evening. It's truly been a privilege and an honor for me to share this incredible platform for you. Like I said, it's proven. It's a matter. There's really no debate whether this works or not. It's a matter of, do I want to take a look more into the 2 to 3 year plan and take the next step? And if you are, just get back with the person that invited you. Let them know, hey, I'm ready to give this a trial run. Let's test it out, test the waters. Let's see, what that action plan is, and they will get you guys set up. So thank you again for being on here this evening. Once we get back in person, if you were on here as a guest and you attended this, I would love to get the opportunity to meet you in person too. So once we start our gatherings, if you decide to move forward and partner with a company and you were on here for, first, second, or third time, let me know. I really, it's so fun to be able to do all this online stuff and actually meet folks that were on and got to see it, just because we're trying to make an impact in everybody's lives. And if I made an impact in yours, or Jeff, Bonnie, or T Rose, or Eric as well, we want to know too as well. So thank you again for being on here this evening. Have a wonderful evening, and we'll wishing you all the best. Even though we're still in 2020, I'm still wishing you the very, very best because the year's not over and there's still an opportunity to make a lot of change for the better. Have a good night, everybody.